Okay, hello, awakened creators. It has been a long time coming, this video. As you can see, I am outside. I am walking around with a fucking selfie stick, talking to a camera. For those of you who don't know, this makes me nervous. This makes me very nervous, and I know sometimes I can come across really confident on camera, or I've been told that I have this confidence on camera, but the reality of it is I'm scared shitless most of the time, and I do not engage unless I feel safe, and I recognize that doing that, withholding what I have to share or what I want to say until I feel completely safe, is not necessarily getting me closer to getting to know who I truly am as a creator, as a content creator, as an artist, as a writer. The moments that have truly expanded me and grown me as a person have been the moments where I have really had to face a fear of mine, and filming in public is definitely one of those things. So here I am, lots of people. It's a busy Sunday in Belgrade. Everybody's out wandering the river with their families, and like I said in my last live, the truth of the matter is that people don't care. People don't care what you're doing. They're busy up in their head worrying about their own problems, their own life, more so than what you're doing. And I do think it's really important that we remember that we hold on to that as creators, that the pressure that we feel that we're putting on us is really coming from the inside. It really is an internal thing. And it's an invitation, as always. These blocks, as we like to call them, creative blocks, whatever, this resistance is an opportunity, an invitation for you to grow into a fuller and more complete version of yourself. So, for example, me doing this, talking to you, unscripted, I have to show you this mural here right now, is an opportunity to grow as a person. And we should embrace that, however scary that it is. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see. It's kind of far away. Maybe I can zoom in. Zoom in on the mural on the wall. Pretty cool. So I gotta show you around. I'm traveling the world and I'm not showing anybody where I am. I'm staying locked up in my Airbnb again, trying to be safe, feeling safe on camera. The other thing that I feel like I've been really called to do is to take a different perspective on content creation. And I think that this really extends to the creation of anything in general. So listen up. It's this idea that our creations are meant for an audience. They're not. Our creations, our ability to create, our desire to create is the desire of the universe itself. It is the desire to understand oneself, to know oneself, to explore all the different variations of self and your expression and who you are. And so when we forget this, we get a little too concerned with what other people think, how other people are perceiving what we're creating. When the truth of the matter is, whether you are a YouTuber, whether you are a filmmaker or a dancer or a painter or a writer, your writing, your painting, your dancing, your filmmaking, all of it exists for you to get to know yourself better. And I recognized that I was not looking at my content that way. I was looking at my writing that way. I had come to that understanding about my writing. I had come to that understanding with regards to my painting. But when it came to my content, awakened creators, and the things that I was putting out there, I looked at it a little bit more like I really want to help people. I want to teach them things. I want to help grow them and expand them, which are all fantastic, and well-meaning desires. However, I left out one really important part. What is it going to do for you, Amanda? Like, how is this going to grow you? And how is it going to do that? This is how it's going to do that. It's going to help me become a more confident speaker. It's going to help me become a more authentic creator. It's going to help me become more of myself. And I just have to show you these beautiful stars. Look at this mural. Isn't that just the coolest idea ever? I totally want to do that in my dream house. And I think that might be a really good place to sit once the bikes go by. Albeit it's kind of noisy by the buses and stuff, but it's really pretty. So let's have a sit on the pretty flower steps. So yeah. So I want to take this opportunity to remind you, and of course, to remind myself. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to remind myself, to teach myself, and hoping that by documenting the lessons that I'm learning and sharing them with you, they will teach you as well, and that you will learn. I actually even want to get away from the word teach, because my background in formal higher education, I think, has really warped my understanding of learning and how people learn. And I think that it's much more powerful and effective. And from my own experience, I know this, that I learn better by just like sharing with people, hearing their experiences, talking to them, allowing what they've gone through to expand me, and reflecting on how I see those themes in my own life. So I'm going to turn away from the road here because I'm worrying about the sound now. But the point of the matter is just that we need to really be capable of sharing who we truly are, and not so concerned with what we think others are thinking of us. And that learning happens and expansion happens through the sharing of human experience with each other, and being authentic, and being who we are, and being scared shitless, filming in public and speaking on camera, even in a foreign country where, I know people in Serbia speak English, but I less people here than in the US, right? So even less people can understand what I'm saying, and I'm still scared. So I don't want to ramble too much, and I don't want this video to be too long, but I do want you to know a few things. First being that I have challenged myself for the next 7 days to film a video in public, unscripted, sharing a message, sharing what's on my heart with the Awakened Creators community. And I plan to do that starting today, for the next 7 days. I want this to be opportunity for me to grow and you also to bear witness and to hopefully grow and learn something and take away something from this experience yourself. I don't know how or where I'm gonna put this. I have a feeling like I want to just share it on YouTube in the most public way I possibly can, right? Like expose yourself even more. Just put it on YouTube, not have a plan, and just see how it goes. And I'd love to hear from you how you feel about it. If anything that I'm talking about resonates with you, to comment, to share, let's dialogue, let's talk. I don't want to be your teacher. I want you to be your teacher. I want you to teach yourself the greatest lessons of your life, because that's really how it works. All I want to do is I want to share, and I want to be myself. For me, I want to be able to be my highest and greatest version so that I can share my most authentic creations with you, and so that you can grow in your highest and greatest good, in your strongest and most authentic expression. So if you're with me, if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of and bear witness to, then subscribe and hit the bell button so that you know when I upload the next video. Like I said, I'm going to do this for 7 days. We're going to see how it goes. I'm excited. It's a lot less scary than I imagined. I'll say that. And I hope that that inspires you to maybe do something that you've been afraid to do. It's a lot less scary than you imagine. So I love you. I hope this message finds you doing well. And if it doesn't, then I am surrounding you with love in my heart. You will get through whatever it is you're going through, and the Awakened Creators family will be here to receive you and hold you throughout the experience. So thank you so much. Let's say goodbye to beautiful Belgrade until we meet again tomorrow. There's the river. There's people on bikes. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.